Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing in this movie is exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to handle one of the major lightsaber duels in Episode 9 between both Kylo Ren and Rey in this story. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with one of the final sequences in the third act of the movie. Specifically, a description of both Kylo Ren and Rey dueling in a lightsaber duel on the edge of a cliff. It's described that many starfighters and star destroyers are seen falling to the surface of the planet in the background. It's said to be one of the scenes in the third act of the film. The next goes over Rey using her lightsaber and slicing a part of Kylo Ren's helmet off, revealing both of his eyes. It's described that this is where Rey begins to attempt to turn Ben Solo to the light, giving him the truth of what she sees, that he is no Vader, that he is not like him. It's said that Rey talks about Vader in great detail and what he did to the galaxy, trying to make Kylo feel sorry for himself of what he is doing. It's said the pause in the lightsaber duel involves a discussion between Kylo and Rey about Darth Vader. It's described that both Kylo and Rey are circling around each other, where Kylo eventually defends his cause about the legacy of Vader, and continues to fight Rey. Kylo is described to fight Rey with the damaged helmet, till he eventually throws it into the ground and smashes it with his foot into the dirt. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this because it's really getting me very interested about what's coming our way for the major lightsaber duel in Episode 9. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams really wants to make this a whole lot more better than the one that we saw in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, between both Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. See, the thing is this, the one between both Obi-Wan and Anakin, it just is, a very big duel that was so iconic because of the scenery and the music and how it just flowed. So it's all a matter of execution and how this is all going to work out. But what I find very interesting about this is how this is a lightsaber duel between both Kylo and Rey, in which his helmet actually gets damaged by Rey. Revealing both of his eyes, where you get to see the human side of Kylo in the fight. And this is where they begin discussing about Darth Vader. Rey trying to turn Kylo Ren to the light side of the Force, talking about Vader and how Kylo is not like him. And pretty much Rey sees the truth within Kylo Ren. We can already tell that at a certain point in time in the film, there is going to be a similarity to that of Return of the Jedi, where there is going to most likely be some form of conflict inside of Kylo Ren and slowly, transitioning back to Ben Solo in this movie. So this whole entire sequence between both Kylo Ren and Rey engaging in the lightsaber duel, I gotta say the background of what's going on in the distance sounds chaotic, with a lot of Star Destroyers falling down to the surface of the planet, as well as starfighters. It sounds like something that you would expect to see in, of course, the Battle of Jakku. If you guys played Battlefront 2, you do see a lot of destroyers hitting the surface of the planet. So in this scenario, we're seeing that in the background as Kylo and Rey fight each other. You're seeing Star Destroyers falling down to the surface, exploding, as well as starfighters getting destroyed. So with that being said, this seems like J.J. Abrams' way of really giving us a big reference of Darth Vader and really making the character loom in the background. It's kind of just giving us that reassurance here that Rey knows who Darth Vader is and Kylo Ren knows who Darth Vader is and what he did to the entire galaxy before the events of the sequel trilogy. And I think that's what's really going to make this movie very special, is because it's actually said that Darth Vader is going to be a looming figure in the plot of the film for the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren, that is going to move the characters forward into this story. So, the other thing that I do want to go over is how he eventually destroys his helmet entirely, where after Rey slashes him and it reveals the top portion of his face, he actually takes it off mid-battle and pretty much just smashes it into the dirt with his foot. Now, we do know that his helmet is going to be reforged and he's going to wear it in the first and the third act of the movie. It's actually said within the second act he's mostly going to have no helmet on his head. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So when we look at Darth Vader, guys, I gotta say, we do know that the charred, melted Darth Vader helmet is coming back in this film by JJ. But you can already see that there are going to be a lot of references and, like I say, some vision sequences of Darth Vader in this movie that's going to make the film very special and really connected to the entire Skywalker saga and make it feel very unique and original and nostalgic, if you will. So let me know what you guys think about this final lightsaber duel between both Kylo and Rey, and how it does involve a big discussion about Darth Vader, through, of course, the words of Rey and Kylo Ren in Episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear them moans again.